Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Vika here. If you're new here, kindly subscribe and click on that notification bell for more videos. So today I would really like to touch on something very sensitive as well as to emphasize on a very important act, especially to fellow students like me, fellow campus students. So there's this Mzungu guy, Mike Oliver, who has been trending on social media for all the wrong reasons. So Mike Oliver decided to parade pictures of over 50 Kenyan women that he apparently slept with. And in his defense, he says that he just wanted to expose these women who are actually gold diggers masquerading as independent women. And now he threatens to release their sex tapes. And just the other day, there's this guy called Nesh who decided to release pictures of over 22 women that had infected with a HIV virus. And in his case, he claims that he had decided to go on a revenge spree because some lady had infected him with the virus. Just imagine. So, if you look at these these cases have become very rampant in Kenya. It was just the other day when some lady's private pictures were released online and she became a figure for cyber bullying. So, my fellow Kenyans, my fellow campus mates, what I would like to say is that there is so much abnormality going on in current relationships in Kenya. And in campus, it's way worse. It is in campus where people want to have casual sex, people want to hit and run, people want to have relationships with no strings attached. It is in campus where those people who have been in prison so much all their life now feel that they have the freedom to explore, and by exploring it means hooking up with women all over. And because of this, there have been so many sex tapes of students flying all over on social media, especially on WhatsApp. I've seen a number of them. Just imagine your sex tape being circulated all over on social media and your parents in that. It's really so heartbreaking. So the first thing I would like to emphasize is that the worst thing you could do is to consent into making a sex tape with that person who claims to be your partner. No matter how much they claim to love you, never consent into doing that, because these days relationships don't even last past 3 months. And there's some people who are players actually masquerading as those good men or good women, the holiest, the wife material, the husband material. And they'll come to you and they lie to you at the initial stages to get you hooked, and then they'll tell you, let's make a sex tape, to commemorate the good moments of our love, to use it, to entice us into having more good sex. And you'll be there making that sex tape with them, not knowing that this is actually something they're going to use against you in future. That those people who actually make sex tape with some women so that when their true colors are revealed, they use it to intimidate them into not breaking up with them. They tell them, if you try to break up with me, I'll release this sex tape. You see? Yeah, so never consent into making a sex tape. And just the other day, I took my sister to this health facility to run some tests that were indicated in her calling letter. She's joining campus. And while there, the attendee, the one who attended to us, told us that she also needs to do another test. And I asked him why, and he said that sex is food in campus: lunch, breakfast, supper. And as such, there's a particular test that needs to be run to determine if she is healthy enough, if her body is healthy enough to accommodate such rampant activities. And I felt offended. I felt really offended. And I told him that my sister is going to school to learn, not to have sex. But this is just what it is. I mean, basically it's in everyone's mouth that sex is basically every campus student's food. A lot of people say that, and as such, most people tend to not even take campus students seriously. So you find someone, lying with all the telling you all the sweet nothings, but they're just gonna have sex with you and run. And now back to this Oliver case about threatening to release these videos. There are a number of Kenyans actually who say that they only want to date Wazungus. Yeah, they don't want to date Kenyans, they just want to date Wazungus and Wazungus only. And they'll say that they want to date these Wazungus because first of all, they're white, so they find that their color unique and very attractive. And second, the fact that these Wazungus have flown overseas to come here, they feel like they have economic power, so they want to associate themselves with these Wazungus who have economic power. And thirdly, these Kenyans also say they want to date only Wazungus because, you know, Wazungus come from these countries which are overrated as holders of supremacy, and because of that they are respected and feared. So a number of women want to associate themselves with those people who look like they're respected and feared, not knowing that actually most of these relationships actually don't end up well. Well, some actually know because they go in for the casual thing. There are actually some who really want the casual thing, but you know, there are those who are genuine enough to want something real. I have a friend who studies at a campus in Mombasa, and she once told me about a hostel mate who decided to engage with the Mzungu guy as her sponsor, and she moved in with the sponsor, but after some time the sponsor became very abusive, and he would sexually abuse her. He was so aggressive. He was this very aggressive drunkard, and he would go out clubbing with all sorts of beautiful women, and eventually he actually kicked this lady out, and by then she was pregnant. And later on, the lady found out that he had actually infected her with HIV, and she made all attempts to try to contact him, but he blocked her in all the platforms that she could use to contact him, and she became so depressed. She was literally losing her mind, and somehow her school got wind of what happened, so it just became so chaotic. Imagine going to school and everyone is just talking behind your back. You know how some people, like, when they're gossiping about you, they're literally, you know, pointing fingers, so you literally know what's going on. So it was just so chaotic for her. She ended up miscarrying. It was just so absurd. So I just want to say that we should be very discreet with the kind of relationships that we choose to lead, because there's so much abnormality going on in the relationships that are upheld these days. A lot of people are not serious. A lot of people just want to have fun with that. So we should try as much as possible to be very cautious when engaging in these relationships. I know it's really hard. Sometimes it's not really, people say you can, but it's never really easy to know someone's intentions at the initial stages, because some people are very good at lying. Some people are good at lying, you know. They will show you all the love at the initial stages, and once they've tasted that cookie, oh, they're tired, so they dump you and they move on to the next girl and the next guy and all that. Some people are also gold diggers, masquerading as, you know, the independent women, so they'll come in lying how they love you and all that. Once they get the cash, they leave. So it's really hard. So all we can do is hope and pray that we actually get to meet someone who understands the boundaries of relationships, that we get to meet someone who's cultured enough, who is conventional enough to actually respect the relationship enough to not be, you know, going out jumping from one lady to another or from one man to another. Yeah, but let's be very discreet. Let's be very discreet when dealing with relationships, because it's really, I just hope that that kind of fate doesn't befall my sister, because she is so young. Yeah, she is so young, and heartbreaks can really drive someone crazy. I hope that this has been very insightful. I really do. Yeah, if we want to avoid those scenarios where all our, you know, private lives are out there and all that, let's just try to be very discreet. Let's not put ourselves in those compromising situations, because they'll hit back and they'll hit really hard, and it will be really hard for us to come out of those holes. If you have anything to comment about, you can leave a comment in the comment section. If you have a story to share with us, you can share with us in the comment section. Guys, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell for more videos. Until next time, bye. Let's keep it with Vivika, guys.